Hi guys, it's Maya from Street French, and today I'm gonna react to another celebrity speaking French. Let's go. So the biggest request we got for this video is of course Timothée Chalamet. He is half American and half French, so he's clearly bilingual in French. Again, I think it's not fair because if he's bilingual, I don't know, it's not fair. I think it's more useful for you to see someone who learned French later on in life because it's just gonna be another Jodie Foster who, like has been speaking French since they were a kid. But anyway, but maybe we can find some interesting details and interesting things to learn from his French. But yeah, let's see that. Hi guys! We have some ebooks and e-courses you can learn French with, but first,
make sure you try our free e-course at StreetFrench.org.
Ce qu'on voulait faire, c'était de communiquer cette émotion de tension et le faire naturellement. Et souvent, c'est un dialogue physique par rapport à un dialogue en vrai. C'est ça que j'aime bien comme fan des films, des moments qui ont l'air d'être spontanés et pas préordonnés.
Yeah, he's clearly bilingual. I think I could tell at some moments that, oh yeah, maybe it's not his first, he's not like living in France and speaking French all the time, but it's like so small. Maybe it's because I'm like looking for it also, but he does like really good things like slurring, c'est ce qu'on fait or c'est ce qu'on dit. I don't remember what he said, but instead of saying c'est ce qu'on dit or c'est ce qu'on fait, he says c'est ce qu'on dit, c'est ce qu'on fait.
Et ce qu'on voulait faire, c'était...
He says ce qu'on voulait faire. It should be ce qu'on voulait faire, right? But when we speak fast in French, we slur and say ce qu'on voulait faire, ce qu'on voulait faire.
Parce que j'ai jamais eu cette expérience.
He says parce que j'ai jamais eu cette expérience. For you, it should be parce que je n'ai jamais eu cette expérience, right? But we slur things a lot. In this sentence, parce que becomes parce que. Je n'ai jamais becomes j'ai jamais. Cette expérience becomes cette expérience. Parce que j'ai jamais eu cette expérience. Okay? Again, it's a really good thing to know about French is that we slur things a lot when we speak.
Mon côté français, c'est mon côté écouteur, c'est mon côté fan de foot, fan de Saint-Étienne.
Okay, so he says mon côté français, c'est mon côté écouteur. Écouteur doesn't work. I think he clearly translated from English, like the listener. I think you can say the listener in English. In French, écouteur just means headphones. So you can't really say that. The better way to say what he wanted to say is mon côté français, c'est d'être à l'écoute. C'est être à l'écoute. Être à l'écoute is an expression that means to be a listener or someone who listens. But un écouteur just means like headphones, so it doesn't work.
C'est ça que j'aime bien comme fan des films, des moments qui ont l'air d'être spontanés.
Okay, I had a little bit of trouble understanding what he said here. I think he said comme fin de film, like that's kind of what I like as an end of a movie, I think. So something you need to know is when you pronounce the nasal sounds in French, what I call the nasal sounds, or un, what you need to know about those sounds is that you can't pronounce the N because it will sound like some other words. So the nasal sounds, you don't pronounce the N. It's really important. It's a common mistake I see our students make sometimes. So here he kind of pronounced the N a little bit and he said something like fun, or I don't know, it sounded like another word and it kind of confused me for a little second. Like the rest of the sentence, like he spoke like for so long and I had no problem, but just that word I was like, wait, what did he mean? It's just a good thing to know, I think, for you.
Ok, je parle français, mais je m'excuse à tout le monde ici parce que c'est pas parfait. Alors si je fais des erreurs, des le qui sont normalement là, qui sont le... Ok,
on s'en fout,
Et
on s'en fout.
Okay, all right.
What's interesting is that because he's bilingual, he switches to English and he's like, oh, right. Or sometimes I heard him say like at some point, But I don't know. I think it's just charming and it's fine and it's okay if you're learning French and you sometimes use an English word here and there. It's fine. We kind of like it. It doesn't matter, and we understand it.
We can speak French, right?
Oui, attends, je vais enlever ça parce
Voilà.
que ça sert à rien. Ok, ok.
His French is really good. Even the way he said "ça sert à rien," he really said it in a French way. Maybe because he speaks kind of a French standard language, right? He said "ça sert à rien," "ça sert à rien," and that little sound like "ça sert à rien" is really French. He didn't do it as strongly as I did, of course, right here, but it was really cool. He was like, "Oh, ça sert à rien," and it's kind of slurred. Like the R is kind of slurred. I don't know if you understand what I mean. And also because he did it in a spontaneous way, it wasn't something that was rehearsed or anything. He was like, "Oh, let me just take this out. Like it's useless. Oh, ça sert à rien," and he was laughing at the same time. Yeah, it was cool.
Attends, je vais enlever ça parce que ça sert à rien. Ok.
Ça sert à rien. Yeah, he does it so well. It's great.
Les 3 adjectifs qui reviennent le plus souvent, c'est quoi?
Souvent, on entend émouvant, et il y a surtout un parti du film qui est joué par un acteur qui s'appelle Michael Stuhlbarg, qui joue
Une autre mini-faute, il a dit un parti du film instead of saying une partie du film. Yeah, anyway, that's such a small mistake. Again, if that's the only mistake he does in French, it's fine. Like learning all the feminine and masculine is kind of tricky, and sometimes you can just make a mistake. It happens if you speak too fast, so that's not too much of a problem.
Et il y a ce monologue qui est vraiment émouvant parce que c'est un peu c'est un plan à comment, souffrir, mais aussi comment tomber amoureux sans trop de peine.
Okay, so this interview is clearly his first French talk show ever, so it's probably a little bit stressful. Whenever I speak French during those videos or with people I don't know that well, my English is terrible, but when I'm alone with Charlie at home, I speak way better. So me judging or kind of commenting on those situations is kind of harsh because it's harder for them. So he was clearly struggling a little bit to explain here what he meant and maybe got nervous. And I mean, he's so young anyway.
Putain, mon français, c'est pas,
Mais
c'est pas
si,
parfait, alors excuse-moi.
il est très bien, arrêtez,
Ok,
il est très
ok.
très bien votre français.
Ok.
Oh, okay, he's getting nervous. He's like, oh my god, like my French is so bad. And actually, it's funny because he swore. He said the French F word on TV, and it's fine. It's really interesting because it's not bleeped. Of course, it's not good if you swear on TV, but they're not gonna take it out or bleep it. That doesn't exist here.
Vois le film, vois le film et lis le livre, parce que tout le monde que j'ai entendu dire ça n'a pas vu le film ni a lu le livre.
Another interesting thing is when he wants to say see the movie and read the book, like go see the movie, go read the book, right? In French, it kind of sounds weird if you just say lis le livre or vois le film. It's kind of harsh and it's really informal. It's better to say allez voir le film or lisez le livre. Allez voir le film and lisez le livre. But it's not something you're gonna say very often in real life. But to a friend, I would say va voir le film or lis le livre. Or I would say je te conseille vraiment ce film or ce livre.
C'est vraiment, j'ai eu vraiment la chance du univers de travailler avec Army, parce que genre pour un jeune acteur comme moi.
It's really cool. He said genre pour un jeune acteur comme moi. Genre is the same thing as like in English. Like a young actor like me. Genre is really like slang and it's something that young people use. So he knows how to speak French as a young person and he knows the slang that is used by people who are his age. So that's really cool.
Et comme j'ai dit, genre je connais sa femme aussi. Ils sont genre hier même à Paris.
Genre hier, like yesterday. Yeah, you see he says it a lot. It's really cool. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope it was interesting. There's so many videos of him and interviews of him speaking French, so I will probably make a part 2 if I see interesting things to talk about. Again, if you want to check out our products, we have e-courses and ebooks on our website StreetFrench.org. We especially have an ebook that is cool, that is called Swearing Like a Parisian, and it's not just swear words inside. It has all the things that I talked about in this video, so it's really interesting how linked it is. But yeah, we have e-courses, ebooks, and we're also really present on Instagram. We post every day, and we especially post links to content in French, interviews, videos, stuff we like to watch, and things that can be really useful for you to practice speaking French and practice listening to French. And last but not least, we also have a Patreon page where you can support our StreetFrench.org project. We have cool perks over there. I share, for example, the outtakes of those types of videos because I ramble so much, so sometimes I just try to not make the video too long for YouTube, and I put the outtakes on Patreon. You can send us questions, and yeah, we can just stay in touch like that really easily. Okay, so that's it for this video, and see you next time. Bye bye, salut!